Hey guys, iDevice Help here, and today I wanted to unbox the Galaxy Tab S3. This is the latest from Samsung here in 2017, and it is somewhat comparable to Apple's iPad Pro 9.7 inch, but there's a year difference in between. Apple did release a 2017 iPad, just simply called iPad, but it isn't a premium Pro version. This is more comparable to the iPad Pro 9.7 inch released last year, and I wanted to unbox it and show you what comes inside the box. And hopefully, if you want to see a video on those two going head to head, let me know in the comments down below. Right here inside of the box, of course, you're going to get your sync and charge cable, your brick adapter for the wall to charge. You're also going to get some instructions, and a major plus is the stylus, or the pencil comes with it. That's a total plus. I did have to pay $100 for my Apple Pencil on the iPad, so that's something I do like about Samsung. They add a lot of stuff to their products to make the experience as complete as possible. Anyway, right here is the tablet. Wow, this feels very, very, very thin. I feel it's going to get smudged right away. What I want to do now is I want to give you guys a quick comparison between the iPad Pro 9.7 inch from Apple versus the Galaxy Tab. Now, both display resolution is the same, 2048 by 1536 with 264 pixels per inch. Same 9.7 inch diagonal display, so they're both the same size. Now, in the front of both devices, we have fingerprint scanner and Touch ID, so both offer that. We also have a front-facing cameras, which are both 5 megapixels, and on the back, of course, we also have cameras as well. Now, total plus for the Galaxy on the back here is that there's no hump, as you see here on the iPad. It's flush on the Galaxy. It is a 13 megapixel versus a 12 megapixel. Both, of course, have the flash. 4 speakers on both, bottom and top, 2 and 2, so you have a great sound coming from both. Now, a very noticeable difference on the bottom of the devices being the lightning connection for the iPad, USB Type-C for the Galaxy. Right here you have the headphone jack, and the headphone jack will be on the top for the iPad. Now, on one of the sides here we have the smart connectors, which allows you to add accessories like smart keyboards. You can use keyboard with both devices. On the other side we have right here the volume up and down and power button for the Galaxy Tab, and we have the volume up and down for the iPad, and the expandable storage, which I mentioned. Base 32 model for both devices come in at $599, so the price for the 32 gigabyte on both is the same, $599, but you get the expandable storage on this one, and we don't get that on the iPad. Now, there is 4 gigabytes of RAM on the Galaxy and 2 gigabytes of RAM on the iPad. Another thing to note about the iPad against the Galaxy Tab is the battery. It's 7,300 milliamp hour battery on the iPad and a 6,000 milliamp on the Galaxy Tab. Now, the build makes me nervous on the Galaxy. Glass on the front, glass on the back, so it makes me nervous to carry this device around. It's more prone to breaking easier due to the fact, of course, that it does have the glass all the way around with that metal frame going around. It's a beautiful device. Inside of the Galaxy Tab, we have the Snapdragon 820 and we have the Apple 9X chip, both well performing devices, so you're not gonna lose on performance either way. Even though the iPad seems to have lower specs when it comes to software and hardware combination, Apple does that best. And talking about software, I want to go ahead and take a look here. I believe this is running Nougat 7.0, and the fingerprint sensor, there we go. It's running 7.0 if I'm not mistaken. Yes, there it is, 7.0 Nougat. Hopefully more software updates will be rolled out for the Galaxy Tab. As we know, Apple releases software updates constantly for the iPad, so software support is very, very well implemented with Apple on the iPad, so you'll get the latest software. Hopefully that continues with Android here. Being Google, the supplier for the software, we'll see more updates to this tablet as more Android software rolls out. But anyway, guys, that about brings it into this video. If you want to see a full comparison, performance test, and all that on the Galaxy versus the iPad, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.